Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, all right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys doing well. LUNC community, USTC community. What is going on, everybody? All right, let's do a 10-minute video here. I'm gonna do a 10-minute video for the Burn It All Validator. Road to #1 video up next. So check that out as well. And all right, so somebody on Twitter said, "Hey man, where's your what happened to your YouTube and your videos on YouTube?" While they were, while I posted my YouTube video with the YouTube link, with the video, of course, uploaded on X and it used to be Twitter. I missed that Twitter name. I don't like X, but whatever. And they said, "What happened to you? What happened to you on YouTube and your videos?" And I don't understand. Like, so I just it just makes sense that there's so many people that are out of the loop, and it's almost as if they've been imprisoned by their 9 to 5s, and they're just like, everybody's like, so many people just out of the loop. And that's one of the reasons why we don't get much help. Brad can't get much help. We can't get much help in coming together and doing things. We can't burn USTC together. We don't want to burn We don't want to burn anything together. We don't want to do anything together because a lot of people are out of the loop. Everybody's out of the loop. I mean, this person is saying, what happened to you on YouTube? And I'm literally posting a video from YouTube on Twitter with the YouTube link on it. The video's uploaded on X, but there's a YouTube link on there right at the top of the video, right? So it's like people are out of the loop, and that's what's going on. That's what the people attention are on a lot of different things. So we can't come together, right? We're having a hard time coming together because people are doing so many different things. People are being pulled so many different ways. People care more about a 9 to 5 than they do actually getting wealthy, right? And if that's the mindset, then that's how you're always going to be, right? If your mindset is, work is more important than becoming wealthy, then that's how the universe is going to treat you. I had to learn that the hard way until I said, you know what, I want to be wealthy. I want to be my own man. I want to have my own. I want to do my own thing, and I put that before my job. I put that before the government stuff, right? I put that before being a government contractor. I put that before working hourly wages, and then the flip happened, right? So it's all about the mind and switching and saying, no, my 9 to 5 is here to right now, but it's not here forever. And I'm going to use it, and I'm going to use it to my advantage. While I'm in my 9 to 5, I'm going to study my butt off on things that I want to enjoy, things that can make me multiple streams of income, things that can make me income while I'm sleeping. I'm going to learn these things while I'm at my 9 to 5, right? And then I'm going to start applying these things while I'm in my 9 to 5. Because guess what happens when you do that? Your 9 to 5 actually becomes better. You actually have more fun. I used to make YouTube videos during my 9 to 5, right? While I was doing my graveyard shift, it was really interesting because I was on graveyard shift, and Dorsey's resource, Dorsey, John Dorsey, he was doing security, and he was on grade night shift. I didn't even know that back in those days until I started seeing his video with him in his uniform. I was like, oh man, this guy, he was unarmed I'm not sure if he's armed now, but he was unarmed at the time. But I was doing government. I was doing government stuff, and I was armed. So it was kind of interesting. It's like two. You got John, and you got John, and you got John, and you got John Dorsey, and doing graveyard. It was just it was incredible, right? So I was like, man, this guy's almost like literally me. You know what I mean? So it was kind of interesting. It was really cool finding the guy that that's like that was doing graveyard, trying to defeat the system, doing graveyard and everything. It was really interesting. So and then he started talking about the dinar and the humanitarian process like that. That's like we're like the same person, you know what I mean? So it was kind of interesting because I talked about humanitarian projects and all these things and how people are wasting our time and all this stuff, and so and but my goal was to switch my mind, right? So the goal was to switch the mind, um, participate more in getting out than staying in, and that's what I did. I shift my mind from okay, this 9 to 5 is here to stay, or this graveyard shift is all that I have, because that's the mindset of many people. This is all I can do. I can't do nothing better than this. If I do, it's probably just overtime, and I get time and a half. You know, that's people's mindset. It's like a loser mentality. I had to shift my mind from that. And I had to shift my mind to no, we're going to become an entrepreneur. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to create a brand around it. Like people weren't doing this back then. And I said, I'm going to create a brand around me, right? And I'm gonna monetize it all around, right? And we're gonna start with the dinar community. I'm gonna expand the cryptocurrencies, the stocks and cryptos, and everything else, right? And global reset. You see how I kept expanding to new things, and everything was monetized. It was brilliant, right? And when people saw that, they were hating. A lot of people were jealous and hating on it because they couldn't they weren't they didn't think about that first, or they didn't do that, or they didn't think about the wealth transfer first, or the global reset first. You know what I mean? Like, this guy was one of the first to talk about these things, right? And I wasn't. I'm jealous of him now, right? And he monetizing these things. And that's not fair. You know what I mean? Like people, that's what people were saying back in those days, right? Um, and now we come full swing. So full swing. People are monetizing eating burgers on YouTube. So you know what I mean. So that's why you should never care what people say, because people are hypocrites. They will literally say you can't do that, and then 3 years later they're doing the same thing. How many people told me, why are you working from home? 5 years ago, like six, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years ago. How many people criticized me? You're working at home. Get a real job. And now literally 50% of America works from home. I should be able to say the same thing to you guys. you know, Why are you working at home? Why you working at home? Well, go get a real job, right? Because that's what people were saying to me. Now everybody's doing it. Now it's okay when the world does it. You see what I'm saying? That's why you should never care what people say about you. Because it's funny how time changes, and then they're doing the same thing you're doing. They were criticizing, all right? And so just keep that in the back of your mind. You know, a lot of you guys have underachieved because you care too much what people say, and you need to do what you were called to do, right? And it's the same thing for here in the lung community. And so the lung price is at 301083. And let's not, and guys and girls in the lung community here in USTC community, let's not care what the outside people say. Stop caring about what the outside people say. It's not going to work. It's never going to work. It's a waste of time. This token is a waste. This token is not valuable. Who gives a crap what the outside people say? They're not invested. All you need to do is care about what the people invested care and what they say. That's it, right? And what we can do from here, right? So you can see that the circulating supply is dropping. We're at 579. And we want this number to go completely down under 3 trillion this year. Right, by the end of the year, we want to be under 3 trillion in circulating supply. And I think that when we get to if we're around that 3 trillion mark, then we're gonna have a really great time at the end of the year, into next year. You know, and we're gonna be able to do what we want to do. Like we don't have to. We don't. The good thing about Lunk is that we don't have to flow with the markets. We don't have to flow with the market because we have our circling supply in real time. So on CoinMarketCap, so we don't really have to flow with the market. We can do whatever we want, right? We can burn USTC, and we also have the privilege of pegging, repegging USTC to $1. And no, and how many other communities can say, "Oh, we have a chance to peg our stable coin back to $1," right? Most of those companies don't exist, right? So this is a unique situation where we have a chance to repeg USTC and then still receive staking rewards from it, and then take those staking rewards as we're pegged to $1 and dump it all into Luna 2.0 and Luna Classic and pump the crap out of them back to glory days, you know? And that's something that no other coin can even say, right? And so this is why we shouldn't even worry about the markets movements, what the markets are doing, because we're in a unique situation where if the markets are red or green, doesn't matter. We can explode even in a crash. We can go up because if we repeg, we lunking and Luna 2.0 will skyrocket regardless of what we're in. I don't care if it's a freaking crash of a century. It wouldn't affect us. It wouldn't affect us because we have buying power, right? Buying power is now switched completely over to Luna Classic and Luna 2.0 that it will defend it from any crash situation in the markets. Okay. So we got a unique situation here. So we're just gonna wait and see how this all plays out. And don't the outside noise is the outside noise, but they're not inside, so it doesn't matter. Some people have left. A lot of people have left the community, and they're gonna regret it once we're up, and they might not even regret it because they might secretly get back in. Right. Once they see this thing really pumping, they might secretly start buying again and get back in. So we never know. But I think that once we get to a point where USTC is ready to rise up, and we have the capital ready to go in and really buy up USTC, and it's going to happen very quickly. It's going to happen very fast, right? And like I already said, I already told you we were looking for a certain price range on USTC. And then that's the price range of the dinar, right? So that we're not in that price range, right? So and then it's a wrap. Then it's going to happen very quickly, and then people are not going to have any time, right? So once we're in the price range, if we even get in that price range, once we're in that price range, we're gonna then once we're in that price range, and then if we do indeed see the dinar, then there's gonna be no time. There's gonna be no time for these people to recognize what's going on, right? So and we're just gonna actually shoot up, and it's gonna be too late for them. So, anyways, it is what it is. And retail will be chasing. Everybody will be chasing their whole. Everybody's mama, grandmothers will be chasing the USTC as it repegs. And then Lunk will be going completely bonkers. With Luna 2.0 will also go bonkers as well. I know people are thinking that this is going to go to zero and stuff like that, but if we repeg USTC and Lunk is going completely nuts the upside, Luna is going to go with it. For some reason, they're all like pegged together. It seems like they all go together. Um, so it doesn't matter what they're going through. This thing will skyrocket as well. Okay, so that's what's going on with that. So I'm not worried about what's going on now. We're gonna have to just wait it out and see what's going on with the community, and see how it all plays out. Okay, so quickly through here because it's supposed to be a 10-minute video, but I went into preaching mode there, and I thought that was really necessary. Reactivate the Mimosa's IBC. That's going to pass, and then also this one is heading towards passing, but it hasn't reached the threshold yet. It only got 1 day left, so we'll see how that plays out. 34 million there in burns, and we have 30,000 in burns today. That's pretty good. All right, so we got Oracle pools. Check it out. Wow, Oracle pool draining really, really fast here. 123 now. And then here's the community pool. Here's the stats. 6.6 billion added. I wonder who that is. Luna Classic Labs. Wow, somebody came in big with Luna Classic Lab with 6 billion. Wow, they don't want to come into the Bernal Validator, but they want to come into all these other places that really don't give you any benefits. But it is what it is. Can you imagine if we had 6 billion come in, or 8 billion, 10? We will at some point, of course, but not. It would, I would love to see it now, but we'll have it come in at some point here soon, and when it does, it's gonna be instant, and it's gonna be crazy. And there's Bernadette 74,000. That's Brad's biggest burn ever. So Brad's biggest burn is 74,000 USTC. That was a good burn there. That was awesome. All right, so let's check out the validators. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. I mean, some of them are good, many of them are bad, right? So because they were actually all good, and when if the majority of them are good, we were already repegged USDC, and we already have LUNC back into the pennies and dollars if they were good, right? I mean, that's just obvious. That's just common sense. If they were good, we would already be at our goals. It's 2.5 years now, right? So they have the power to make it happen. Look at the commissions. They have the power to repeg USTC. They have the power to pump LUNC into the pennies and dollars. They have the power. You guys, I'm not sure about you guys, but the community has given these people the power to do the repeg, to do to pump LUNC into the pennies and dollars. They are refusing to. That's the difference. And so that's why some of them are good, many of them are bad, right? And so, and unfortunately, the community has sided with the bad and not the good. And that's why we're in the position we're in right now. All right. Anyways, it is what it is. Peace out. God bless. And guess what? Thank God, God sits on the throne, and He's on the side of good, and he promised that he's going to give us the buying power to come on in and get it done. And so just wait for the buying power to come in, and it will be, once we get the buying power, it will be instant. And people are gonna be shocked on how we take the giant down. Peace out. God bless. Bye.